For 1 week every summer, an invasive species takes over the University of Arkansas campus. The local population doesn't have the defense mechanisms to cope with the invasion. Without a natural predator, the entire campus becomes infested. A few individuals quickly grows to hundreds of green-covered creatures. In a week-long conversion, all native species can go wild. Look out for 2018 Arkansas State O-Rama. You might go wild for 4-H.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for your Arkansas 4-H State Officer Team. In the back, from Garland County, please put your hands together for your Ouachita District Vice President, Jaslyn Rudd. Arkansas 4-H, let's make some noise for your Delta District Vice President from Greene County, Katie Head. Hailing from Washington County, give a wild 4-H welcome to your Ozark District Vice President, Sarah Gardner. Joining us from Lono County is your first state officer at large, Mallory Perkins. Making her wild 4-H appearance is your second state officer at large from Washington County, Sagely Burnett. 4-H members, make some noise for our final state officer at large from Faulkner County, Noah Luke Smith. Arkansas 4-H, let's give a wild welcome to your 2017-2018 State 4-H President from Benton County, Lane Fritch. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017-2018 Arkansas 4-H State Officers.
Welcome to the 2018 4-H State O-Rama. Go wild for 4-H. Join me in welcoming Aaron Mahan of Madison County and Kalia Edwards from Jefferson County to the stage to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the 4-H Pledge. Will you please stand and remove your hats?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, my country, and my world. Thank you, Aaron and Kalia. At this time, please help me give a wild 4-H welcome to Dr. Martha Ray Sarter, Interim Associate Director for Family and Consumer Science and 4-H Youth Development, as she brings greetings for our week.
I'm standing on this platform. I feel pretty important being so tall. Wow, what a crowd. I want to hear y'all yell, "Go 4-H" 3 times, and I want to get the spirit going in the room. Let's hear it. 1, 2, 3. Go 4-H! Go 4-H! Go 4-H! I bring you greetings from the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture Cooperative Extension Service, from our Vice President, Dr. Mark Cochran, from our Director, Dr. Rick Cartwright. We want you to have a really good time and want you to know we treasure you and you're the most important part of the Cooperative Extension Service. Thank you for who you are and have a great time. See you tonight at the Jones Center.
Thank you, Dr. Sarter. Now please welcome Sagely Burnett, State Officer at Large, to the stage.
Are you ready to make some noise? It's time to show out and get wild as we have the district roll call. The district that wins it will receive this Traveling District Spirit Award that will be displayed at the 4-H Center.
Ozark District, let's get wild for 4-H! It's time to show our wild side. Washita District! Delta District, how wild are we about 4-H?
Great job, everyone. Now it's time to introduce a very special guest who has become a new friend of the Arkansas 4-H program. Dr. D.Q. Fields began serving as Dean and Associate Vice President for the Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences and the Division of Agriculture at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville in May of 2018. He was a faculty member at Auburn University from 2002 to 2018 and served as professor and chair of the Department of Agricultural Economics and Rural Sociology from 2013 to 2018. He received his BS degree in 1993 from Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and his MS degree from the University of Missouri-Columbia in 1995. He earned his PhD from Louisiana State University in 2002, and each of his degrees is in agricultural economics. As an administrator, he has been successful at establishing multidisciplinary collaborations to attract extramural funds and building relationships with alumni and industry stakeholders to enhance the student experience. His research activities focused on quantifying the impact of agribusiness on state, regional, and national economies. He also evaluated consumer preferences and willingness to pay for various agricultural commodity attributes and assisted agribusiness with marketing and management strategies. He has been actively involved in food marketing and logistics efforts throughout the Caribbean, including Jamaica, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Trinidad. In his spare time, he enjoys traveling with family, youth sports, fishing, and showing quarter horses. He is married to Dana Fields, and they have 3 sons, Caleb, who is 16, Cade, who is 14, and Colin, who is 11. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me give a warm, wild 4-H welcome to Dr. D.Q. Fields.
Trying to avoid that podium, but it's right here. So, good afternoon. Just want to welcome you to the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville and to the Dale Bumpers College of Agriculture, Food, and Life Sciences. First, I want all of you to thank all of the parents, the agents, everyone who made it possible for you to be here today. So let's give them a round of applause. I am extremely excited to have you here on campus today and visit with us here at the University of Arkansas. You're our future leaders in agriculture, and that's extremely exciting to see this number out here today. I can see professors, deans, veterinarians, biotechnologists, food scientists among you who are out in the room. So, no, it's very exciting because I've actually sat where you're sitting today. I actually was a 4-H'er from elementary school through high school and very active. That 4-H pledge never goes away. You know, it just came right back. I hadn't done it in a long time, but I still remember that. So in high school, I showed show steers and actually started breeding and raising show steers up until last year. Still show quarter horses, and I'm from a town of about 5,000 in northeast Louisiana. So what you're experiencing is something I've actually experienced. It's an exciting time in agriculture, though. You know, between now and 2050, the world's population is expected to increase from 7.2 billion to 9.6 billion in that period of time, which will require a 70% increase in food production. So we have to figure out how to do that. So to do that, it takes a lot of technology, a lot of science that goes behind everything that's done in agriculture. Right now, there are 57,900 new jobs created annually in ag, food, and life sciences. And right now, we're only graduating 34,600 students each year. So we need you guys to be there to fill those positions in the near future. So I want you all to know that we want you here at the Dale Bumpers College of Ag, Food, and Life Sciences. So many of you may be thinking that U of A is too big, it's too far from home, not a good place to be. But I want you to know that, you know, if you come to the college, you'll see that there's truly a family environment here, and that we're here and welcoming. We'd like to have you here, and that we do everything to make your student experience one that's exciting. We do from study abroads to internship programs, things that, you know, help enhance that period that you're here. Seeing that kind of helps you, you know, think about getting out of your comfort zone, coming here, maybe doing that. But I'll say the best experiences I've had in my life were those where I've moved out of my comfort zone for a little while and tried something different. So we look forward to having you here for the week. We're going to have a picnic on the lawn tomorrow where we're going to have you there. So I'll be out flipping hamburgers and greeting all of you also. So looking forward to doing that. Make sure you get to see what's happening in the college. There'll be booths set up for every department in the College of Ag, Food, and Life Sciences. So want to get you acclimated to the campus, let you see what's happening on campus, let you see what we have to offer in the College of Ag. So now I need about 4 or 5 volunteers. How many hog fans do we have out here? Any hog fans? So I see a couple over here. I need some folks to come up and help me. Couple over here, about 4 or 5. I want you to come up. I need somebody to help me call these hogs right quick. It wouldn't be a welcome if we didn't call a hog. So. So we want everybody involved in this. I know you guys have a lot of energy. I've seen that already. So no matter what kind of fan you say you are, you have to call the hog while you're here on campus. So you join on. So come on, are we ready to get it started? Yeah, stand up. Let's call the hogs. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Dr. Fields. This year, there will be a donor dinner and the Awards of Excellence ceremony on Wednesday. If you are an Advanced Record Book winner, General Scholarship winner, or a Governor's Award finalist, you will attend the dinner on Wednesday night at 5:15, only if you've already registered for the event. You should dress professionally for the dinner, and a bus will pick you up at the O-Rama bus stop in front of Hotz Hall at 5 p.m. As for everyone else, you will eat in the cafeteria between 4:30 and 6 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday night, and then attend the award ceremony at 8 p.m., which will be here in this room. You may walk here or park in the parking deck beside the Union. You will dress in business casual, which means no jeans, no t-shirts, and no shorts. On Thursday, let's be extra wild about 4-H, so make sure you wear your State O-Rama t-shirt around campus. Also, all ambassadors will need to wear their ambassador polo to the closing assembly on Thursday. I would like to turn it back over to Lane at this moment.
All right. Would you like to win some great prizes this week? I don't believe you. Can you show me that you're excited? All right. Well, you can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which are all at Arkansas 4-H without the dash. Okay? And we've already had one winner for the traveling photo, which that goes to Troy Ray III. Would you like to come get your prize? All right. The College Career Fair and Bumpers College Picnic will be on the Ag, Food, and Life Science lawn, which is located across from the Pat Walker Health Science Center on Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be sure to bring your passport that came in your county's registration pack for the fair. Visit each booth and have them stamp your passport. You must get all of the stamps to be eligible for the prizes. Turn in your completed passports by 1:30 p.m. at the 4-H booth at the event. And just as a reminder, each of you have signed a 4-H code of conduct, and everyone is expected to follow the code. In the event that anyone has broken the code, a review board is in place to take care of the situation. If you have any questions, please refer to the code of conduct video on our website or talk to your county agent. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the 4-H video team for putting together the video. All right, this year, we have a great speaker here to help us go even wilder in our 4-H leadership journey. No one wants to sit around and listen to a boring speaker or someone who is a little too articulate. We like high energy and being told exactly how it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a real treat because that's exactly what our speaker will do. Dr. Lehman Hicks travels the nation as the author of 4 books and the former student body president at the Florida State University, where he managed a budget of $10.3 million. When Dr. Hicks steps to the mic, he keeps it real. He's funny, and his energy is going to keep you on the edge of your seat. 4-H members, get ready because Layman is about to show you it's time to maximize your moment. Please put your hands together and give a wild 4-H welcome to Dr. Lehman Hicks.
All right, I need everybody on your feet right now. Everyone on your feet. And I want you to do exactly what I do. DJ, hit the music. All right, do what I do. Here we go. Slow. Slow. Hey. Now, it's going to speed up. And when it speeds up, you got to catch it. Hey. Yeah. Go. Here it goes. Ho. Ho. Hey. Say pig suey. say pig suey. And just, now we're gonna switch it up. Do what I do. Here we go. Switch it up. Bounce. 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 Hey. Now pause. And I want you to look at your neighbor and say, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. Give yourselves a round of applause. Take a seat, take a seat. Thank you so much. All right. If you're ready to have a great time, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're ready to have a great time, let me hear you say, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Then I need you to repeat after me, please. Say, I feel good. Say, I feel great. I'm wide awake. I'm ready to shake. Shake and bake. Say, I'm ready to have some fun. Because I feel good. Real good. Real good. Say, I feel fantastic. Now turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. Say, neighbor. Neighbor. Say, I don't know about you. I really don't know about you. But I've just come to tell you that you got to say that with some sass. Say, I. Tell them, say, I look better than you do. Give yourself a round of applause for that as well. Yeah. So as is mentioned, my name is Lehman Hicks. That's Layman as in layman's terms. I'm only 31 years young, so I'm not going to stand up here as if I know it all, as if I have this thing called life all figured out, because I don't. You see, I'm still learning. And I believe that the more you learn, the more you realize how much more there is to learn. Somebody say, oh yeah. I believe that the more you learn, the more you realize how much more there is to learn. So in essence, no one knows it all. But here's what I do know. I know that you all are going to have a great time this week. I know that, right? I know this, that there's no other place that I would rather be right now at this moment than here with you all. Aww. Even though it's hot as fish grease outside. I know that, right? I know this, that it wasn't always this way. In fact, growing up, had you been there watching me grow up, you'd have noticed a young man who was hurting inside. You see, I was raised by my grandmother and grandfather, and after 25 years of marriage, I watched my grandmother and grandfather get a divorce because he cheated on her. Had you been there watching me grow up, you'd have noticed a young man who was scared, terrified, worried to death whether or not my mom would go to prison. You see, my mom found her husband cheating on her, so she tried to kill him. Had you been there watching me grow up, you'd have noticed a young man who was scared, terrified, worried to death whether or not my aunt would live. You see, my aunt found her husband cheating on her. She confronted him. He choked her out. He left her there to die. But luckily, my friends, she is alive today. You see, but what you really would have noticed was a young man who was hurting inside. My dad wasn't there for me. And I used to think that I was the only kid in the world who didn't have a father figure in his life. Growing up, I had to watch my peers every day in elementary school get dropped off by their mom and their dad. But my dad, he wasn't there. And I could vividly remember calling my dad up and saying, hey, Dad, I want to hang out with you. Would you come pick me up? And he was like, yeah, Layman, I'll be there to pick you up. And I was so excited, like, yes, my dad's coming to hang out with me. But he never came. And I called my dad back up and I said, Dad, I thought you said you were going to pick me up. He said, Layman, something came up, but I'll be there the next time. But Dad, you always tell me that you'll be there the next time. He said, Layman, something came up. I will be there the next time. I said, are you sure? I'll be there the next time. You promise. Layman, I will be there the next time. Well, 4-H, the next time became the next time. And the next time became the next time. And as you can probably conclude, I really didn't have a positive role model in my life growing up as a young boy.
So when I got to middle school, I began to wear my pants down low. I was cursing and instigating fights. I was picking on other people. I was doing things to be liked by people who really did not care about me as an individual. See, sometimes you do things like that. You do things to be liked by people and they don't even care about you. You're going to do things to be liked by people and they won't even care about you. Well, today, I've come all the way from Florida to tell you this. Your environment may make up who you are, but do not allow your environment to dictate who you are. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is this, is that sometimes in your life, you may have some challenges, but don't allow that to stop you from pursuing your goals. Sometimes in your life, you may have some setbacks. Don't allow that to stop you from pursuing your dreams. The challenges, the setbacks, the mistakes that you may make, the failure that you will have in your life, don't allow that to stop you from what I call being the bomb.com. Now, I need you to repeat after me, please. Say yes. I'm the bomb.com. No, say it like you mean it. Say yes. I'm the bomb.com. Now tell your neighbor. Say neighbor. Oh, neighbor. Say neighbor. Neighbor. Say you're cool. You're awesome. But I'm the bomb.com. If you know you are the bomb.com, you better give yourself a round of applause right now. Yes. Yes. So, here's the deal. There's 3 things that I would like to share with you all today. Everybody say 3. 3 key things that I would like to share with you. But before I share those things with you, we have to have a little fun. Can we have some fun? Yes or yes? You see, there's no note involved in that, which means we are about to have some fun. I have to test your eyes and your ears to make sure you are ready for my message. So to test your eyes, every time that my hands cross like this, I need you to clap. Every time that my hands cross like this, I need you to clap. Every time that my hands cross like this, I need you to clap. Every time that my hands cross like this, you all will do what? Very good. Here we go. No, you're not ready. One more time. No. Again. No. All right, here we go. I said when my hands cross, you clap. Now when I clap, you clap. You should have saw. She's like, yeah, I saw you. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Got him. Now, I want to test your ears. I always get people on this one, so I'm going to give you a teaser. Throughout the message, I may say the words, can you feel me? Now, when I say, can you feel me, what I want you all to say is, yes, sir. Can you feel me? Yes, sir. Can you feel me? Yes, sir. Throughout the message, I may say the words, got it. When I say got it, you say got it, I'll say good, got it. Got it. No, don't you say good. I say good. She's like, good. All right, got it. Got it. Good. Now give yourselves 2 claps. 2 claps. 2 claps. 1, 2. 1, 2. Half. So here's the half clap. It's just like this. You have to do the head motion. I want you to have a headache for the rest of the day, okay? 2 claps. 2 claps. 1, 2. 1, 2. Half. Claps. 2 claps. Now you have to get this right because I want to brag about you all today on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and be like my friends here in Arkansas. They got it. Then I want you to go home and walk up to somebody who would, like your mom or dad, just walk up to them and just like, I got it. And then you better duck because they probably going to slap you, okay? So, all right, so you have to get this right. 2 claps. 2 claps. 4, 6, 12. Somebody over there need to go back to math class. 1, 2. I am about to say half. When I say half, don't clap. 2, 1, 2, half. 3. 3. I said 3. Hey. She got a tongue. Oh, she got a. Look, she was like, yeah, I saw you back over there, white hat. Yeah. 2 claps. 1. I am about to say. When I say. Me and you, okay? Yeah. All right, as I said before, there's 3 things I would like to share with you. Everybody say 3. 3 key things that I'd like to share. The very first principle that I would like to share that I believe if you apply to your life, it'll help you become a better student leader, help you become a better individual. The very first principle is this, is that you have to be positive. Look, not everything that you want is going to go the way you want. But something that you want will. You have to be positive. You see, I am all too familiar about being positive. Because it was the 10th grade at Jefferson High School in Tampa, Florida, where I was accepted to the National Honor Society. How many of you all have heard of the National Honor Society? Yeah. At my high school, if you were a part of the National Honor Society, you literally were the bomb.com. No one could tell you nothing. You were, yeah, I scared you. Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh. Right? We were taught to believe that you would get a 4.0 GPA. You would walk across the stage at graduation in a white robe where everyone else walked across the stage in a blue robe. You would get into any college that you wanted to get into. And so when I received that letter that said, congratulations, Layman Hicks, you've been accepted to the National Honor Society, I was like, yes, I'm in. A brother could chill. That's what I thought. I had a test. It was world history, 7th period of the day, last class. After lunch, I didn't study. I created a cheat sheet. It was 7-point font, Times New Roman, very small, so only I could see it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You better not know what I'm talking about. Right? There was a student in my audience one time. I was at his high school. I was like, you all, you know what I'm talking about? He was like, I'm like, dude, you sitting right next to your teacher. Why you telling on yourself? So I had that cheat sheet. My teacher was Mr. B. He was a heavy-set guy. He had a goatee, bald head. He walked around the room. He was like, clear your desk, clear your desk, clear your desk. But I didn't listen. I'm about to cheat. When he came to my row, I was in the very last seat. There's no one else sitting in front of me. He reached out. He gave me the test. I took the test. I put it on top of my cheat sheet. When I looked down, I noticed that I had every answer circled. I had his answer key. Now, it doesn't get any better than that, because how many of you all have ever wished you had the answer key to a test before? Raise your hands, please. And if you don't have your hands raised, you're lying. So I had the answer key right there in front of me. There's 1 or 2 things that I could do. I could take this test or I could give it back. What do you think I did? Man, I raised my hand. I was like, Mr. B, I believe I have your answer key here. Not Mr. B smiling from ear to ear because I'm being a good boy. I'm smiling from ear to ear because I'm being a good boy. He walks over to my desk. He goes to take up that test. And in the heat of the moment, I quickly forgot the cheat sheet. He says, you're cheating in my class. I said, no, I'm not cheating in your class. You're cheating in my class. No, I'm not cheating in your class. You are cheating in my class. No, I'm not cheating in your class, but I was. And what he said to me next, I'll never forget. He said, that's an F. Not just on this test, but in my class. Hold up, player, hold up. Like, do you not know who I am? I'm Layman Hicks. I don't get F's. He said, Layman, you did not think about that before you decided to cheat, did you? 1 week went by. I called myself dumb, stupid. I said, how could you do that? 2 weeks went by. Layman, you're dumb. You're stupid. How could you do that? On that second week, I received a letter that said, regretfully, Layman, we have to inform you, but you have been dismissed from the National Honor Society. They kicked the brother out. But what about my goals, my dreams, that 4.0 GPA, walking across that stage in a white robe where everyone else walked across the stage in a blue robe? What about getting into any college that I wanted to get into? All of that gone because of a dumb mistake. 3 weeks went by. Layman, you're dumb. You're stupid. How could you do that? 4 weeks went by where I'm telling myself that I'm dumb and I'm stupid and I'm asking, how could you do that? 5 weeks went by. I'm verbally abusing myself, telling myself that I'm dumb and stupid, asking, how could you do that? 6 weeks went by before I finally realized something that my grandmother used to say to me all the time. She'd say,
Baby, when you fall down, get back up.
What? Literally, as a kid, my grandmother would walk up to me all the time. She'd say,
Baby, when you fall down, get back up.
And so I thought about that. How many of you all are like me? You made a mistake. You've had obstacles in your life, and you start telling yourself that you're dumb or stupid, or you start saying these negative things. You're verbally abusing yourself because you made one simple mistake. How many of you all are like that? If you've done that before, raise your hands. Yeah, so many of us. And so I thought to myself, Layman, you need to be positive. You need to be positive. And I said, well, who's positive? And it hit me. Muhammad Ali. Now, y'all know who Muhammad Ali is, right? World's greatest boxer. He would knock you out in a minute. Bam! Let me show you exactly what Muhammad Ali would do. My friend right here. You got your arms crossed like you big and bad? Come here. Oh, you tall. I didn't realize he was that tall when I called him up here. Hold on, man. Don't walk up on me like I'm from the hood. Don't do that. What's your name? Caleb. Caleb, stand back there, please. Put your hands out. I said stand back there. Yeah, thank you. Put your hands out your pocket. Thank you. I'm from the hood. Caleb, I didn't realize you were that tall when I called you up here. You looked a little shorter. So, yeah, I'm going to stand over here. You stand over there. We're going to be okay? I said that I was going to show you what Muhammad Ali would do. And I said he would knock you out in a minute. But Caleb, the way you gingerly walked up these stairs and came up to me, you probably would knock me out. Yeah. So, yeah, you stand over there. We're going to be okay. All right. Caleb, what grade are you in? 11th? So you're a junior. You play any sports? No? What's your favorite thing to do? Fish. What kind of fish you like to catch? Bass. Yeah. I didn't realize he was that tall. Caleb, I said I was going to show you exactly what Muhammad Ali would do, right? Today, Caleb, is your lucky day. You see, because Muhammad Ali would do it just like this. He'd say, I'm bad. I'm pretty. I must be bad. I've shaken up the world. Last night I had a fight. It was one heck of a rumble. I had to whoop Caleb's butt for claiming he was the king of the jungle. This fight, I've wrestled with an alligator, tussled with the whale, handcuffed lightning, put thunder in jail. You know I'm bad. Man, I'm so fast. I could run through a hurricane and don't get wet. When Caleb meets me, he'll pay his debt. See, I could drown a drink of water, kill a dead tree. Wait until you see Muhammad. Bam! Woo! Stop shaking, boy. You should see him. His lips like, not really. He's like, I'll knock you out. Come stand over here. Come stand right here. Caleb, Muhammad Ali was very positive, right? He never gave mental recognition to doubt, to fear, not anything. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Research says you were born with two fears in life, Caleb. The fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Anything else you create. So this whole thing, Caleb, about you being afraid of spiders, stop it. All right, you need to cut it out. You're too big to be afraid of spiders, okay? Like, for real. You know, you're a little thick in the arms, all that. Just kill the spider. But I have to be honest with you, Caleb. I'm still fearful of some things today, okay? There was a young lady in my audience one time. She walked up to me. She's like, oh, my gosh, Layman. I was like, what? She's like, oh, my gosh, you live in Tampa, Florida. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I do. She's like, oh my gosh, that must mean you go to the beach a lot. I was like, no, I don't, because black people don't get in no water. For real! no, there are sharks. So Caleb, you go to the beach? Oh, good. Okay, so Caleb, look, on a serious note, you cannot be fearful of the goals or dreams that you have for your life. What is a goal or dream that you have for your life?
Living. Living.
Living? Okay. Give me another goal or dream. Dying? No, don't die. We want you to stay alive. What's another one?
Becoming a fisherman.
Becoming a fisherman, right? Okay, give Caleb a round of applause for that. So, like a whole fisherman. Yeah? So can I be honest with you? You may go out on the boat sometimes, you may not catch any fish. That may happen. You may get mad. You do, right? But you know that you have to be positive, right? That you got to have a different mindset that when you go back out on the water, that this day will be better than the last, right? Caleb, things may not happen the way you want them to happen. You may fall. You may make some mistakes. You may have obstacles. But as my grandmother would say, baby, when you fall down,
get back up.
No, Caleb, my grandmother didn't say it like that. You have to do the grandma voice, okay? He said he's not going to do it, so I need y'all to give Caleb a round of applause to let him know it is okay. You got to do it. So put your hand right here. Put your hand right here like my grandmother would, Caleb. No twerking. Okay, and I need you to do just like my grandmother would. She would say, baby, when you fall down.
Get back up.
No, Caleb, that's not how my grandmother said it. She didn't say it like that. You're not going to do it? No. Caleb, you have to do it. I'm going to be sad. So you're just going to be sad. He said, I'm just going to be sad. Okay, so now you had a few buddies. Which one do you think would do it?
Get Ethan.
Ethan. Come on up here, Ethan. Oh, you tall too. So Ethan, come over here. Not too fast. I'm from the hood. Don't do that. Ethan, what is your come here? What's your goal or dream?
Living.
What is another goal or dream?
Making bank.
Okay, making bank. You want to floss. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay. So now, Ethan, since you've been volunteered, baby, when you fall down,
My voice is too deep.
no, that's even better. So it comes from the soul, okay? Put your hands right here, just so you can get in character. Put your hand right here. Yeah. Put your hand down there. Baby, when you fall down,
You gotta get back up.
now that could have been better, right? I was expecting him to be like, you gotta get back up. But you have to get back up, and so I realized that I needed to pick myself back up. So by the time that I graduated from high school, I graduated as the only black male in my graduating class with over a 4.0 GPA. I went to Florida State University, as you heard earlier, got a bachelor's degree and master's degree. And in 2016, I graduated from Northeastern University in Boston with my doctorate degree at the age of 29. And so now I'm not telling you that to impress you, but to impress upon you that sometimes in life you are going to get knocked down. Sometimes things will not happen the way you want them to happen. That is going to happen. You're not going to get everything that you want. Everything won't happen the way you want it to happen. But as my grandmother would say, baby, when you fall down, ooh, y'all sound so beautiful. Ethan and Caleb. Right? So point number two is this. Point number two is this, is that you have to be hungry. Now I know y'all like, yeah, I'm hungry right now. But in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is this, is that whatever you want in your life, you have to go get it. No longer can you sit on your butt and think that people are going to give you what you want. You got to go get it. You have to work for whatever it is that you want. You see, I am all too familiar about that because they told me, Layman, you can't do it. Layman, it'll never happen. Layman, what are you thinking? And what they were talking about was when I ran to be the student body president at Florida State University, I ran to be the top student leader on the campus of over 38,000 students. But Layman, you're not good enough. Layman, it'll never happen. Layman, why are you thinking about that? You know, the reality is that there are people in your life right now who do the exact same thing to you. They tell you that you're not good enough. They make you feel like you're not good enough. They make you think that it's not possible for you because they weren't able to accomplish that goal or dream, so they try to discourage you from accomplishing your goal or dream. Oh, you can't go to that college. Oh, you're not smart enough. Oh, you come from a too small town. You can't be that great. See, but the reality is that as I campaigned across the campus at Florida State, there were two quotes that stuck with me. The very first quote says this. It says, hard work will always beat talent when talent does not work hard. In other words, there are some people who are more smart than you, who are more talented than you are, who are more popular than you are, but when you work hard, you can accomplish your goal or your dream. The other thing that stuck with me was from an interview that I saw with Will Smith. And in that interview, Will Smith said this. He said, if you and I were on a treadmill together, either you will get off first or I'm going to die because I will not allow you to outwork me. In other words, Will Smith was saying you cannot allow anyone to outwork you at your goal, your craft, your dream. If you want it, you've got to go get it. And so I had that mindset. I wasn't going to be outworked. I wasn't going to let anyone stop me from accomplishing my goal. Today, I travel with a pair of the shoes that I wore during my campaign. And I travel with these shoes to show students exactly what hard work looks like. This is the pair of the shoes that I wore in 2008 when I ran to be the student body president at Florida State University. This is hard work. This is hard work. I literally walked holes in my shoes as I campaigned from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 12 days straight, encouraging people to vote for me and my vice presidential candidate. Now, no, I am not telling you that you have to walk holes in your shoes to accomplish your goals and dreams in life. No, I am not telling you that. But yes, what I am telling you is that when you want something in your life, get up, get out, and go get it. You got to start maximizing your moment right now. Stop focusing on the past. Stop being so encouraged or discouraged about your future and start maximizing your moment right now. Get up, get out, and go get that goal, that dream. You see, because some people will tell you that good things come to those who wait. You ever heard that before? Raise your hands. Good things come to those who wait. Garbage. Good things may come to those who wait, but great things come to those who are willing to get up, to get out, and to go get them. I don't want you just to have good things in your life. I want you to have great things. The question, though, is do you want that for yourself? Get up, get out, and go get it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Good. Now, point number 3 is my favorite point. Why? Because point number 3 speaks to a lot of lies of young people today. Point number 3 is this: neutralize the weapons of mass distraction. See, so many of us are distracted by many things in life. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Angry Birds, Flappy Birds. I hate birds. Let me tell you why. It was April of 2011 when I was flown from Florida to California to work with 1,200 middle school student leaders. And so I'm at this conference. I'm in a brand new suit, brand new shoes. Our brother was decked out. A group of students walked up to me and was like, hey, Layman, we are about to board the bus and head to the beach. Would you like to come? Now, y'all know me and the beach. We don't get along like that. So I was like, our brother don't like to get in the water, Well, I have nothing else to do today, so sure, why not? So I get on the bus, I head to the beach in California when I realized that I did not have the opportunity to change my clothes. And so now I am on the way to the beach in California in a suit. Who does that? This guy. So we get to the beach in California. Now, I've never seen anything like it before. There's roller coaster rides, carnival rides. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. So I'm having a great time. Students are coming up to me. They're telling me about their goals and dreams in life, telling me about the things that they would like to accomplish in life. When I see this young man walking towards me who has on long sleeves, and as he's walking towards me, I'm thinking to myself, what a fool. Who wears long sleeves to the beach? And then I remember, you have on a suit. So he walked up to me. He tells me about the fact that his mom or dad are getting a divorce. He tells me about the fact that he got caught stealing. He was hanging around the wrong crowd, and now people have told him that he'll never be anything in life. I said, you know what? Let me stop you right there. Because I used to steal too. When I was in the 4th grade, I used to walk into our school library, take a book off the shelf, put it in my pants, and walk out. Now, who steals free stuff? This guy. And who steals books? This guy. So I tell him, it's okay, you got this. Pick yourself back up. You better get this, boy. So he walked off. I walked off. Now I'm talking to my new group of friends right here. We're standing in line for this pirate ship ride. If you've ever been to like a county fair or a carnival, it's this ride. It goes back and forth like this, back and forth. So we're standing in line for that ride when I happen to feel this warm spot on my arm. A bird had decided to crap on me. You laughing? Oh, I was mad. Like, how dare you, bird? How dare you crap on my brand new suit? And how dare you, out of all the people at the beach, you crap on a black guy? Oh, I was really upset. And just like you laughing, this girl walked up to me laughing, and she's like, oh my gosh, Layman, why are you so upset? When a bird craps on you, it means good luck. And you know what I wanted to tell her? Catch me outside, how about that? Right? But I heard this voice that said, Layman, that is a distraction, so I cleaned the crap off. I went back to doing what I was supposed to do, talking to students, having a great time. Me and my friends, we get on that ride, we get off. I see the young man again, the one with the long sleeves, and I looked at him. And I said, you can do it. And I walked off. I said, you can do it. And I walked off. I was on my way home back to Florida checking my email for the very last time before the flight attendants could turn your cell phones off when I received an email from a 13-year-old named Jacob. And in that email, it said, Layman, you saved my life. He said, if you don't remember me when I came up to talk to you, I had on long sleeves. It was to hide the cuts. He says, no one has ever told me that I can do it, and for that, I say thank you because you saved my life. And right then at that moment, I began to get teary-eyed. Because I thought about right before that happened, a bird crapped on me. And I was mad. And I was upset. And I thought to myself, where would Jacob be today had I allowed that bird to distract me from doing what I was supposed to do that day? Where would he be? And I thought to myself, some people are just like birds. They only come into your life to crap on you. Whatever you say, it's not good enough. Whatever you do, it's not good enough. You're dumb, you're fat, you're stupid, you're ugly. Your dreams mean nothing. You'll never be able to go to that college. You can't accomplish that goal or dream. You'll never be able to become a fisherman. You'll never be able to floss and make all this money. You'll never be able to do all that stuff. That's what they'll say to you. But today I've come all the way from Florida to tell you this, that you're not dumb, you're not stupid, you're not fat. Your dreams mean something. You are the bomb.com, and never, ever let anyone tell you anything different. You have a goal, go get that. You have a dream, go get that. Whatever you want in your life, get up, get out, and go get it. There will be people who tell you that you're not good enough. There will be people who tell you that it's not possible, that you can't do it. Yes, there are people who come into your life to stop you in your tracks, to tell you that it's not possible for you, and you allow them to stop you. But today I'm here to challenge you to get back up, to go get that goal, to go get that dream. You want to talk about leadership? Leadership is doing what others are not willing to do. Leadership is stepping outside of your comfort zone. Leadership is saying, you know what? Even when other people are talking about this one person, I'm going to go over there and put my arm around them and let them know it's okay. That's what leadership is all about. See, because the reality is this, is that there are people in your life right now who are trying to pull you down. But today I'm here to tell you that there are people out there who are trying to pull you down when you are trying to go up. Either they can get right or go left. They can get right or get left. Leave the people behind who are negative. Yes, the reality is there are people right now in your life who will talk about you for the rest of your life. Yes, there will be people who do not like you for the rest of your life. There are people right now at your school who talk about you behind your back. You know, I know, yes, you know too. And the reality is that by the time that you graduate from your high school, 95% of the people at your school you may never talk to ever again. So stop giving power to what those people say about you, because it's not about what they say. It's about what you say. And the reason why people talk about you behind your back is not because they are jealous of you. It's not because you have what they want. No, the reason why people talk about you behind your back is because you are standing in front of them. And as you're standing in front of them, never lose sight of that goal, that dream, that vision that you have for your life. And the people that talk about you behind your back will always be behind you. Stop giving power to people that do not matter in the end. Go get that goal or dream that you have for your life. Stop focusing on what other people have and focus on the gifts that you have. See, every single one of us is born, we're all born with a purpose, a passion. But so many young people today, they're so focused on what everyone else is doing that they're not living out their true, authentic self. And so today I'm here to challenge you that whatever that is for you, that you live that out. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. You be your best. You do your best. You give your best. And when you do those things, you will have your best. Today I told you three things. I told you that you have to be positive. I told you to be hungry, and I told you to neutralize the weapons of mass distraction. Now I'm going to share something with you that's going to shock you. Those three things actually mean nothing if you do not have the love and support of some family and friends. I see parents here today to support their young ones. That's support. That means nothing if you don't have that type of love and support. July 11th, 2010, I was home. I was chilling. I was playing Call of Duty. I was in college at the time. It's my cousin's 22nd birthday. I didn't pick up the phone and call her and say happy birthday. I didn't text her and say happy birthday. I didn't even write on Facebook and say happy birthday, and everyone used to do that back in the day. Fast forward, 4 days later, July 15th, 2010. I am home. I am chilling. I am playing Call of Duty. About 6:30 p.m. in the evening, my aunt calls. She says, Layman, she's dead. What? My niece, your cousin, she gone, she dead, she gone. And what I gathered for what my aunt was sharing with me through her tears was that my cousin, who had just turned 22 years young 4 days prior, passed away from a massive heart attack. The following week, my family and I, we have to bury her. And I'm standing at her casket and I'm asking myself how and why. But the questions aren't being answered. And I tried to think back to the last time that I said I appreciated her. And I couldn't give myself an answer. And I began to get mad with myself. Because how dare you, Layman? How dare you not tell your family and friends how much they mean to you? How dare you not tell your family and friends how much you appreciate them, that you're thankful for them, that you're grateful? How dare you? See, I begin to get mad with myself. I need everyone's eyes closed right now. Everyone's eyes closed. There's a mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, friend, teacher, mentor, grandparent, someone in your life, and you haven't told them how much they mean to you. You haven't told them how much you appreciate them, that you're thankful for them, that you're grateful. Someone in your life. I need you to raise your hands right now. Raise your hands right now. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take out that cell phone that you all love so much. And that person that you were just thinking about, I want you to text this simple phrase: thank you for what you mean to me. Take out your cell phone, the person that you were just thinking about, text them and say, thank you for what you mean to me. See, I don't know who it is that you need to share that to, but today I'm here to encourage you to text that person that you were just thinking about. See, because we never know. We never know when it's going to be someone's last day here. And rather than be like me and not let the people in your life know how much they mean to you, today I am challenging you to step up, to be the leader, and let those around you know how much you value and care for them. Because who would have thought? Who would have thought that on July 20th, a guy will walk into a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, and take the lives of 12 individuals? Who would have thought? And that 3 days later, I would be speaking in Colorado, and as I'm walking up on stage, someone will whisper in my ear to tell me that there are people in my audience that day whose brothers and sisters were shot, whose friends were killed. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that as October 1st of last year, as my plane was landing, the pilot would come onto the AP system and say, if you haven't heard, there's a mass shooting situation going on, so be careful. If you didn't catch that, on October 1st, as my plane was landing in Las Vegas, some guy, some lunatic, was deranged and shooting up a crowd of 20,000 people. And as I'm exiting the airplane, I'm going to the rental car facility because the next day I have to speak at a middle school, 1,200 students about kindness. As I'm on my way to the rental car facility, I see people drenched in blood who obviously ran for their life. And as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking once again, wow, we have to begin to let those in our lives know how much we value and appreciate them. But then who would have thought that on Valentine's Day of this year, about 2.5 hours from where I live, a guy will walk into a high school and take the lives of teachers and students? Who would have thought? You see, people are leaving this world every single day without being told how much they are valued or appreciated. And all I want to do today is encourage you that as a leader, as an individual, as a person, that you begin to show those around you how much you value and appreciate them before it's too late. I've had parents email me and tell me that their children refuse to tell them how much they appreciate them. I don't want that to be you, 4-H, because you're better than that. The reason why you sit in these seats today is because someone paved the way for you. And I don't want you to allow that to escape you. There are people right now in your life that you haven't said the words thank you to. You know who they are. There are people right now on your school campus that when you go back to school in August or September, that you need to go up to them and just give them a big hug. The reason why is because every single day they drag themselves to school. They don't want to be there because mom and dad don't believe in them. And when they get to school, there are people who are talking about them. And you know, the reality is that there's someone right now in this room who may be feeling like that. Who may be feeling like, you know what, no one cares about me. That it's not possible for me. That I can't do it. And today I'm here to tell you that, yes, you do matter. And that whatever you're going through right now in your life does not last forever. You better pick yourself back up and you better go get that goal or dream that you have for your life. There's someone out there who needs you. That's what leadership is about. Stepping up when other people aren't willing to step up. Giving when other people aren't willing to give. Loving on others when other people aren't willing to love on them. That's what leadership is about. Going the extra mile. Doing just more than enough. That's what leadership is about. Ethan, Caleb, which one of you have a younger brother or sister? You? Both of you? Okay, so both of you come here. Again. Hold on. Okay, come here. So, I didn't expect that I was going to have two people on stage. Here is a copy of one of my books. It's a quote book. It's 450 quotes in here. And I just published a children's book like a month ago. So, I'm giving this to you. One is going to obviously go to your brother or sister. Who wants the children's book?
I have a younger sister.
You want to give it to her? Cool. And here's a wristband that you can keep that says, "Don't be a bird." And Caleb, you get the quote book. Give them a round of applause. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. No problem. So, I think, Miss Priscilla, I have a table somewhere, right? Out here, which will have those books if you would like to come up and say hello. But I would love to say hello to you. Come give her brother a hug. Let's take a few pictures, some selfies. Let me know who you are, where you're from, what you're interested in. I want to get to know you. Thank you so much, Arkansas 4-H, for allowing me to be here with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right? Thanks so much. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Hicks. We appreciate your message of inspiration. Arkansas 4-H, let's give Dr. Hicks one more wild round of applause. State officer elections are a very important part of state O-Rama. 4-H officers have a responsibility to represent Arkansas 4-H throughout the year at many events, and the job should be taken very seriously. These candidates have already shown that they're wild about 4-H by serving as state ambassadors and taking part in a series of interviews, impromptu speaking challenges, and storytelling practices. At this time, we will hear from our state officer candidates. This year, each county is allotted 2 voting delegates to represent their county. Delegates will cast votes for the new state officer team. After listening to each candidate's speech, counties may decide how delegates' vote will be cast. And voting will take place during the inaugural business session on Thursday from 1 o'clock to 3 p.m. back here in the Arkansas Union. Remember, there are 11 candidates for 4 state officer positions. The state 4-H president will come from the officers that you select. First to the stage is Melissa Hope from Benton County.
Hello, Arkansas 4-H. First of all, I just want to thank Dr. Layman. That was an amazing speech, and I'm going to give my speech now. So, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. But the bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Barry B. Benson. Good afternoon, Ozark. Good afternoon, Arkansas 4-H. My name is Melissa Hope, and here's a little fun fact. Melissa means honeybee in Greek. And, like Barry B. Benson, I don't care what others think is impossible because I know 4-H has made it so I can say nothing is impossible because I am possible. Honeybees have been around for millions of years. I've been a 4-H member for 11 years. For more than half my life, I've been attending 4-H meetings, events, and competitions at the local, county, district, state, and even national level. Honeybees are vital to our food chain as pollinators. I'm vital to 4-H as a hardworking member of my club, and as Benton County Vice President, I'm known as a dependable leader and organizer of county events. I stay very buzzy serving others. I energetically lead songs, set up before and clean up after every county activity, and always have time to mentor younger members. Honeybees have a remarkable capacity to learn and remember things. During the last 11 years in 4-H, my main 4-H projects have been citizenship, fabrics and fashion, food and nutrition, and photography. Even though I don't have a cow, I recognize and appreciate the importance of agriculture and the responsibilities you have in your ag-related projects. We are bound to be learning a lot together. Lastly, honeybees know how to communicate with one another. As a teen star and state ambassador, I recognize the importance of communication with everyone in 4-H. I strive to be known as a strong listener, deliberately authentic, and respectfully work with each one of you as a diligent leader, challenging you to be the best version of yourself. So, as one of your next state 4-H officers, I will work to encourage all 4-H members to confidently stand up and stand out to make the best better. So when your county has a chance to buzz about the candidates, be sure to encourage your delegates to vote for me, Melissa, Honeybee Hope. Together, we will build a stronger hive, state 4-H program, where we will each succeed by using our head, heart, hands, and health. Thank you, and good luck on your competitive events this week.
Thank you, Melissa. Next, we will have Chase Clem from Baxter County.
Is everybody excited for State O-Rama? That's only like 10 people. What about the rest of you? Are you excited for State O-Rama? That's good to hear. Okay, I've got a question for you. What's our purpose in 4-H? Is it to discover ourselves? Is it to serve our community? Or is it just to have more fun? I've personally done all of these through 4-H. Hi, my name is Chase Blum. I'm from Baxter County in the Ozark District. I've been in 4-H for 7 years now, and I'm excited to run to be one of your next Arkansas 4-H state officers. First, I discovered myself through 4-H. I remember when I went to my first district O-Rama, I looked up and I saw all the people on the stage in the green jackets, and I thought they were really cool. I decided that I wanted to be like one of them one day. I put it in the back of my head because I thought I would never make it, and I was just a 9-year-old who every time went out to give a speech about something, I looked at the ground like this. I was like, I would shake and I would look at the ground and I was like, nope, not happening. Well, this was great until last year when at State O-Rama, I talked to one of the people who had already been a state officer, and they said that their favorite part of it was the impact that they got to make on all of the people around them. I decided then that I had to run, so I had the opportunity to make an impact on Arkansas 4-H as well as all of you. That was how I discovered myself through 4-H. Next, I have served my community. In our county, we have this community service project known as the Community Cabin. It's a place where you can drop off items that you don't need, mostly toiletry items, and people that are in the community that need that stuff can come and pick it up. It's a great community service project, and it's discreet, and it's almost no work to all the 4-H members, so everybody can participate. And I believe that as one of your state officers, I will be able to help lead lots of statewide community service projects. Finally, I've had a lot of fun through 4-H, whether it be coming to events like this and meeting new people, dancing around, making memories with friends, or even just doing work in my main project of technology and engineering. I believe that having a project in technology and engineering will better help me represent the diverse community of 4-Hers, because 4-H isn't just about animals, and the world needs to know that. 4-H can be about so much more than agriculture, because when people's minds, one of my friends asked me the other day, what's 4-H? And I said, it's everything. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, it's everything. Anything you can think of can be made into a 4-H project. And I believe that as one of your state officers, I can help advocate that for the entire state of Arkansas as well as on a national level. So I have served my community and I am ready to serve all of you. So remember, vote Chase Blum to help you discover yourself through 4-H. Thank you.
Thank you, Chase. Now we'll hear from Rebecca Everett from Boone County.
Somebody left their sunglasses on the stage. Please know this. Our communities, our countries, our world. That is what we have in our futures. How are we as 4-Hers going to change them and make them better? Hello, my name is Rebecca Everett. I represent Boone County and the Ozark District. These are my ideas. When we wear our 4-H clover, we not only represent our clubs, our counties, and our state, but also the ideals, values, and morals of 4-H. When you see the 4-H clover, what do you think of? Personally, I think of all the things I've been involved in my county. I think of the projects I've been involved on the county and state level. I know we can all think of something we've done or been a part of that was bigger than ourselves, whether it was a project, an event, or a camp. 4-H does a lot for us. It gives us an opportunity for positive involvement to go beyond what we originally thought we were confined to doing or being, whether it's because no one else in our family has graduated from college before, or if it's because you live in the city and you would rather do more for your community by starting a farm, or you live on a farm and you would rather be science or engineering involved rather than staying and raising animals or crops. It's difficult, but together we can exceed and excel and go beyond all of this. Before I was in 4-H, I was a complete pessimistic introvert. When I say that, I mean I was the absolute glass is always half empty. There is no such thing as a silver lining. And if you can find the darkest corner in a room, as far away from everybody else, that's where you'd find me. Now I know that with 4-H, I can be so much more than that. I can be on this stage talking to you, not only campaigning, but also saying you can go beyond what you thought you could do. Before I was in 4-H, I thought the only kids that joined 4-H, I'm sad to say this, were kids that were forced to by their parents that lived on farms. Yeah, I know that's wrong. I've been in for 5 years. I'm sorry, I can't apologize enough for that. I know that 4-H has outlets for everyone, even kids like me who the closest they get to animals are their house pets. 4-H lets us make friends and connections with people from all across the state and country. It allows us to excel and make friends and get out of our comfort zones. Most of 4-H is challenge by choice, meaning we're not going to make you do it, but we're going to show you how much fun it can be if you do. In saying that, I want to help make 4-H open to more people. I want to help abolish the idea that 4-H is an ag-only program. Because of that idea and that reputation, it has hindered so many people from even considering a 4-H career, and in doing so has hindered their personal development. If my mother had not forced me into my first 4-H club, I would still be in that back corner. I would not be up here talking to all of you. I would not have so many friends across the state as I do. I honestly probably wouldn't talk to anyone, just being honest. So, when you all vote Thursday, I hope you vote Rebecca Everett for officer at large so we can help make brighter 4-H futures, making the best better, and making sure that everyone can see our 4-H green. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Joining us on stage to share her speech is Norland Townsend from White County.
Good afternoon, Arkansas 4-H. Are y'all excited for State O-Rama? Yeah. Okay. A leader is one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. That's what I intend to do if you elect me as your new state officer. Hello, my name is Norland Townsend. I'm from White County, and I'm 16 years old. I've been a part of 4-H for 11 years now. I started out my 4-H career by participating in local club meetings and county day camps. As a leader, I know the way. I know that 4-H is for me because it has molded me into the leader I am today. It has defined me and made me who I am. Most importantly, it has pushed me out of my comfort zone. You see, before I was in 4-H, I couldn't even talk to my friends without getting nervous. Then I was introduced to this great organization. As I got comfortable being a member, my leaders pushed me to become an officer in my local club. From that point, I gained the confidence to hold various officer positions at the local and county levels. With the leadership skills gained, I gained the confidence to start and co-lead the White County 4-H Cattle Club. 4-H has allowed me to not only lead at the county level, but at the state and national levels as well. I'm currently a 4-H Teen Star, Ambassador, and a participant in the National Congressional Awards Program. 4-H has allowed me to advocate for things I'm passionate about, including agriculture and serving others. Out of my love for agriculture and the outdoors, I joined the Wildlife Habitat Evaluation Program, Grasslands Evaluation, and livestock judging teams. However, 4-H has also opened the door for me to try new things that I never have experienced. You see, I never thought of myself as a baker or someone interested in fashion or actually getting up on stage and performing at a talent show. But now, here I am at State O-Rama, performing in the instrumental competition and running for a 4-H state office. I want to help you get the most out of your 4-H experience just as I have. The experiences and opportunities are endless and are free for the taking. So please allow me the opportunity to serve as your next state officer. I'm willing to go the extra mile, if that means visiting club meetings, attending county events, or simply conducting workshops. I believe together we can show others what a great organization 4-H is. So remember, leaders don't create more followers, they create more leaders. So elect me, Norland Townsend, as your next state officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Norley. Next, we have Brent Clark from Faulkner County.
Howdy. So does anyone here have a phone that keeps charged, say, like 5 days? Okay, good. So does anyone here have a phone that keeps charged for, say, just a few hours? Oh, yeah, we got a lot of those. So the phone that keeps it charged for about 5 days, it has a good battery for the phone. The ones over here, you know. Anyways, so state 4-H officers can be like the batteries of 4-H. They determine how well and how energetic 4-H runs. Hi, my name is Brent Clark, and I'm running to be your next 2018-2019 state 4-H officer. Now, how on earth can state 4-H officers be like the batteries of 4-H? Well, as you know, good batteries are energetic, rechargeable, and are giving all their strength and energy all the time. And they determine how well and how long your phone runs. Or in this case, state 4-H officers determine how well, how energetic, and how fun each 4-H event runs. Now, how am I, Brent Clark, like the good battery of 4-H? Well, I'm always energetic, friendly, and ready to meet everyone. My goal is to get each 4-H event pumped up so that way no one gets bored. Because just saying, you don't want to listen to someone snoring behind you. Also, another quality of good batteries is they're always giving all their strength and energy all the time. Same is true with me, Brent Clark. I clearly give all my strength and energy all the time, even whenever it's tough to do that. Another really good quality of batteries is that they're rechargeable. The same is true with me, Brent Clark. I'm rechargeable in the fact that I need a full night's sleep of, say, only 45 minutes, and then I'm ready to go the next day with a full charge. And last but not least, batteries don't force the phone to do stuff. They just encourage and empower all the pieces in the phone to do what needs to be done. The same is true with me, Brent Clark. I will empower y'all to do what needs to be done and encourage y'all to make the lasting change y'all want. So that way, you'll never get discouraged so we can make the best program in Arkansas even better. Also, because my initials are BTC, Brent Thomas Clark, I am Brent Thomas Clark, the battery that's charged for 4-H. So, vote for me, Brent Clark, the battery that's charged for 4-H, to be your next 2018-2019 state 4-H officer. And because I'm the battery that's charged for 4-H, I want to just give y'all a small dab of my energy. I will give y'all a very large dab of my energy. So, vote for me, Brent Clark, the battery that's charged for 4-H, to be your next 2018-2019 state 4-H officer. Vote for Brent Clark.
Thank you, Brent. Now we will have Julie Griffin from Benton County.
Arkansas 4-H. I'm Julie Griffin. I'm 17 years old, and I'm proudly representing Benton County. Now, I have a question for y'all today. What's something that stays behind after we age out of 4-H, or even after we pass? Legacy. That's right, our legacy. But what exactly is a legacy? A legacy is defined by Webster's Dictionary as something transmitted by or received from a predecessor or from the past. Some people that have created lasting legacies are people like Helen Keller, who was deaf and blind. But she didn't let her disabilities hold her back. She became an advocate and helped change society's treatment of the disabled for the better. Or Albert Einstein, who not only completely rewrote the laws of physics, but he was an advocate for world peace and faced many hardships and troubles in his life. Much like these people, I want to create a lasting legacy. Chuck Palahniuk once said, "The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will." Over my 12 years in 4-H, I have learned a lot about leadership. From watching the older members in my county to going to events and seeing the state officers take the reins, I knew I wanted to do just that. Arkansas 4-H. Any choice you make today is going to be a great one, but I would like to ask for your support as I run for Arkansas 4-H state office. So vote Julie, and together we can make a memorable legacy for the future members of Arkansas 4-H. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. At this time, we'll share a video from A.J. Russell from Sebastian County. A.J. is currently in Montana representing Arkansas 4-H as a national shooting sports ambassador.
In Bozeman, Montana, John Wayne once said, "Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway." Hi, my name is A.J. Russell, and I've been in 4-H since I was 5 years old, and I want to be one of your next Arkansas State 4-H officers. My biggest accomplishment is overcoming my fear of speaking in front of people. I've gone from telling my parents I would never give another speech to being the president of each of the 4-H clubs I belong to. I've also given a talk in my county and district, O-Rama, and spoke at a Farm Credit Services open house to promote 4-H. 4-H has shaped my life in more ways than one. I never thought I would branch out into other 4-H projects such as shooting sports, wood science, and other outdoor activities. Through these different projects, I've learned new things about myself that I never thought I would be able to do without 4-H. 4-H has helped me grow and become a more outgoing person. I'm very active in my school because of 4-H. I can be active within my school without being on the football team or being in band. 4-H has helped me branch out into new clubs. When I got into high school, I've held offices within a couple of the clubs that I belong to. I got to help plan events for my school and for the club. By helping my school and clubs plan events, I've learned so much information through these things. I never would have had the courage to join clubs and run for office without being in 4-H. Don't forget to vote me, A.J. Russell, as one of your next state officers.
Thank you, A.J. Let's welcome to the stage Shakota Herder from Searcy County.
American author Arnold Glasso once said, "Success isn't a result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire." My name is Shakota Herder, and I am from Searcy County. I am running for the Arkansas 4-H Officer at Large position. As a state officer, I will strive to help you find your fire in 4-H. A fire can be described as a fervent, a passionate emotion, or enthusiasm. I will tell you how I found my fire and kindled my flame to use my fire in Arkansas 4-H. It only takes one spark to light a fire inside of you. And today I ask, what is yours? At 8 years old, I enrolled in 4-H with my first project, a market lamb named Shamrock. I'm sure many of you remember your first project. Won't they always hold a special place in your heart? This experience led me to raise my own lambs, and I have since raised boar goats, baby doll sheep, and club lambs. This project has built a foundation filled with responsibility, integrity, compassion, and loyalty. Meanwhile, another passion was growing tremendously. This was for folk music, fiddle playing, and clog dancing. I soon added arts and humanities into my project book. Now that I had found my spark, I knew I must do something with it. The poet Rumi once said, "Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flame." To me, this means to befriend those that nourish and inspire you, build you up, fire you up, and feed your flame. Remember that the people that you spend time with can make or break your dreams. Pick people that love you and support your hard work. 4-H provides perfect opportunity to surround yourself with those who will fan your flame. In this organization, I have made lifelong friends at livestock shows, dance competitions, and workshops. The youth in 4-H continuously feed my fire, and I reach out to leaders, extension agents, and local and state officers to keep my fire growing strong. As a 4-H leader, or as a 4-H member, I surround myself with those who fan my flame, and I fan theirs in return. Always the one to encourage, assist, and to add a little kindling when the flame grows dim. Like a campfire crackling in the darkness, our passions should have a purpose. The famous actor Will Smith once said, "If you're not making someone else's life better, you're wasting your time." Upon hearing this quote, I began to think of how I use my fire in 4-H. As a performer, I spend a lot of my time sharing my passion with others. I often perform at nursing homes, community events, and 4-H activities. There's nothing like seeing a smile on someone's face, knowing you're bringing joy to their life. I take time to work with youth by teaching clog dancing and fiddle. My goal is to preserve our Arkansas heritage through folk music and dance. Through my project, I can share my passion while making others' lives better. How can you share your passion? How can your project be used to make others' lives better? 4-H provides perfect opportunities for all of these things. I challenge you to find your spark and kindle your flame and get on fire for this great organization. I will leave you with one question. Will you allow me, Shakota Herder, to fan your flame in Arkansas 4-H? Thank you.
Thank you, Shakota. Next, joining us on stage is Sarah Gardner from Washington County.
Hi, I'm Sarah Gardner, a 10-year member of Arkansas 4-H, and I've dreamed for years about standing before you on this stage today. I am wild about 4-H. W is for welcoming. 4-H is special because of the welcoming culture that every individual works to create and uphold. A key aspect of this is the variety of project areas offered that empower each individual to embrace our passions so that we can be the change we aspire to see. 4-H has taught me that the words of H. Jackson Brown Jr. are true. Every person you will ever meet knows something you don't. Learn from them. 4-H presents us with countless opportunities to learn from one another so that we can become better than the person we were yesterday. 4-H is welcoming, and this allows us to have a culture where everyone can be wild about 4-H. I is for innovative. 4-H is innovative because the organization that began in Ohio as a corn club has transformed into the world's largest youth development organization that continues to stand on the ideals of agriculture while extending influence into areas of science, citizenship, and health in every county in the nation. As 4-Hers, we are innovative because we understand the importance of discovering our passions and allowing this to find our purpose and our purpose into a vision. I am passionate about patriotism, and 4-H has granted me the opportunity to educate over 25,000 youth and adults about flag etiquette and honoring our veterans. I'm so thankful to have volunteered over 1,800 hours for veterans through service projects that so many of you have been a part of. L is for leaders. We would not be successful without the network of adult leaders who empower us to be leaders for a lifetime. They encourage us and invest in our growth, and this helps us to be successful. 4-H has taught me that leadership and learning are indispensable to one another, and a leader is someone who continually strives to make the best better. D is for devoted. In 4-H, we are devoted to providing youth with opportunities to become better than who we were yesterday, to make the best better, to embark on new experiences, and to be successful. As a state officer, I am devoted to continuing the legacy of incredible state officers that has been established before me. I'm devoted to bridging gaps between 4-H and FFA and generational gaps. I'm devoted to increasing retention within the program and helping make the best better for the state of Arkansas. Arkansas 4-H, we are wild. We are welcoming innovative leaders devoted to the future of our state by empowering every individual with the skills needed to be successful so that we can make the best better in our state and ultimately our world. So please, get wild and vote for me, Sarah Gardner, for Arkansas State 4-H office. It would be an honor to represent you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Now we will hear from Jessica Griffin from Greene County.
Good morning, Arkansas 4-H. My name is Jessica Griffin. I'm from Greene County. I've been in 4-H ever since I was 5 years old. I'm the president of my county 4-H club, and I'm also the president of my county Teen Leader Club. I show pigs all across the United States, and I also have shown almost every single animal. Everything starts with a vision. And in my case, I was 10 years old, sitting in the seats at District O-Rama, watching my brother, who was a state officer, be the person that I wanted to be like someday. Ever since that day, I knew I was the person that I wanted to be represent Arkansas 4-H as a state officer, and I wanted to inspire others to have the same vision that I do. Now, Arkansas 4-H, point to your head. I'll use my head as a state officer to think clearly of ways to involve you and all of your suggestions and activities. Now put your hand on your heart. My heart to create a loyalty, to be loyal, kind, and friendly with every encounter I have with you. Now hold out your hands. My hands to larger service, to be helpful, useful, and skillful while representing you. Now put your hands behind your back. My health to better living, to take in the life 4-H has given me, and the ability to inspire every single one of you. Now, Arkansas 4-H, I need to do one more thing for me. I need to use your head to remember Jessica, your heart to be friends with Jessica, your hands to vote Jessica, and your health by using your head, heart, and hands to excel and find your own vision. Arkansas 4-H, 4 days ago, my brother unexpectedly passed away. I'm standing here on this stage today just to show you how dedicated, loyal, and passionate I am and why I should be a state officer. It shows you how much I want to be an officer and why you should vote for me. Arkansas 4-H, please vote Jessica Griffin for your next state officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. And finally, let's welcome Davis Smith from Mississippi County.
What's up, Arkansas? Y'all look good. Turn to the person next to you, say, you look good. None of you did it. Say, you look good. Okay, well, anyway, my name is Davis Smith. I'm 17, and as she said, I'm from Mississippi County. And as I look around, I see people from different backgrounds. I see people from different walks of life. I see people with different interests, and that's awesome. I see people that I know, and I see a lot more faces that I don't know, and that's equally awesome. You know why? Because it means that we're growing as an organization. Tell me, raise your hand if this is your first state O-Rama. Uh-huh, yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so when I was in your shoes at my first state O-Rama, I didn't know what was going on. I was 2 years into my 4-H experience, but I still didn't understand the vastness of what 4-H was, what it had to offer. Because 4-H is incredible. Over the past 5 years, it's given me innumerable opportunities to advance my leadership skills, my communication abilities, and even my passion for filmmaking. The thing about 4-H is, it'll allow you to pursue any passion and chase any dream. But y'all, I noticed something recently, okay? In our communities and in our state, not enough people realize that. In fact, most people that I talk to about 4-H are surprised, thinking that I raise chickens or I work in agriculture. That's not the case. Because like I said, 4-H allows you to pursue any passion. So it's been my goal over the past 2 years to educate these people that don't know what 4-H has to offer. So, if you know me, you know that I love interacting with people. I love educating people, and I love serving people. I'm a people person. And it's for that reason that I'm running for state office in 2018 and 2019. So, think about this. What have you done in 4-H? 4-H has allowed you to pursue your dreams. But the thing is, we don't think about that enough. 4-H is incredible. And we need to take advantage of that. We need to show people that, because if we're ever going to grow our organization like we have, we need to show the people that don't understand what it's all about. So, if you elect me as your 2018-2019 state officer, you'll be getting the leadership and communication and teamwork skills that I've developed over the past 5 years in my time in 4-H. And you'll be getting dedication to the organization, because I love this organization. I love 4-H. And I'll be dedicated to you guys, I'll be dedicated to the program, and I'll be dedicated to the things that we'll be doing to make 4-H even better. So I could go on all day and talk about myself, and I'd love to have a conversation with you guys at the bumper picnic, but at the end of the day, what you need to know is this. I'm just like you. I'm a kid with a dream. I want to make the best better. Not only do I want to serve others, but that's the thing. I want to make the best better. Because I think Arkansas, we have the best state here, okay? I've been around the country. I've been my club president, but I've also been the leader on the leadership team at National 4-H Congress, and I think that we probably have the best state, okay? We've got the most spirit, we've got competitions that many other states don't have, but I'm here to make that even better. So, at the end of the day, I want you to remember, vote Davis Smith for 2018-2019 state office. Thank you.
Thank you, Davis. Let's give all of our state officer candidates a wild round of applause for showing how wild they are about 4-H and for taking on a new challenge to strengthen their leadership skills. If you are a voting delegate, remember to meet back here at 12:45 p.m. on Thursday to participate in the general business session. Your name tag should be marked with a special gold sticker which must be worn to the business session in order to cast your vote.
Arkansas 4-H. Earlier this year, the state officer team had the wonderful opportunity to attend the Arkansas FFA State Convention. I even had the opportunity to address the crowd and give an update about 4-H. Today, we have a very special guest with us to deliver a few remarks of her own. Macy Kelley is Arkansas FFA's national officer candidate who will represent our great state at the National FFA Convention and Expo this fall. Arkansas 4-H, let's go wild as we welcome to the stage Macy Kelley representing Arkansas FFA.
Thank you for that warm and wild welcome. I'm so proud, excited, honored, and so many more adjectives to be here with you today. Our state officers are currently in Washington, D.C. attending a state officer leadership training, but they'll be back in the state soon. I just want everyone to think about the moment that they're in, whether it's their first State-O-Rama or their last State-O-Rama. This is a week to remember. You've worked so hard to get to this point, whether it was in your competitions or showing off your projects or simply here to support some of your favorite state officer candidates. Remember this week. Arkansas FFA, I'm sure as the 4-H, summertime is an immensely busy time. Just recently, our state officers hosted 3 renditions of the Arkansas Leadership Conference. For those of you who are not familiar, Arkansas Leadership Conference is a leadership development camp for our FFA members held at Camp Couchdale near Hot Springs, Arkansas. During this week, students learn about leadership development, about service, and compete in some pretty competitive night activities. This year, the theme for this Arkansas Leadership Conference was I Believe, where we learned how to believe in our industry, no matter if it's agriculture, textiles, health, or sciences. We learned how to believe in our organization, or our counties, or our chapters. And finally, and most importantly, we learned how to believe in leadership from ourselves. After the week was done, we got to take a look at how our beliefs make the best impacts that we can possibly make. The FFA and the 4-H are hand in hand when it comes to youth development in leadership and agriculture and career readiness. And I'm so excited that here in the future to be working more closely with the Arkansas FFA, or the Arkansas 4-H. Thank you for your time of fellowship today. Keep believing in yourself as leaders, as 4-H members, and representatives of the future, and keep making those best impacts even better. Thank you.
Thank you, Macy. On behalf of Arkansas 4-H, I'd like to sincerely extend our appreciation for spending time with us today. We look forward to a lasting relationship between Arkansas 4-H and FFA. Please help me in welcoming Mallory Perkins, Arkansas State 4-H Officer at Large, to the stage.
We have a couple of announcements. Breakfast is from 6:45 to 8:30 each morning in the Fulbright Dining Hall near the dorms that we are staying in. Your name tag is required to be able to eat. The buses that take you to your competitive events off campus depart at 7:45 a.m. Thursday morning. They will be in lot 42 behind Maple Hill and Reed Hall. There will be a full meal served to everyone tonight at the Jones Center for our evening activity. Come enjoy burgers and pulled pork sliders with plenty of sides. And to all the county agents out there, do not forget the agent meeting taking place tonight at 9:00 p.m. in room 155. And could you please at least send one agent, because the state staff is going to go over really important stuff. The Jones Center start time has been changed to 7:15 p.m. Please park in the front parking lot. The area by the fitness center is not available for our group at this time, and that was where we had the dance last year. Lot 41 must be vacated by 5 p.m. today. That concludes our opening assembly. Have a great time this week, and do not forget to be wild about Arkansas 4-H.